Hi guys! Today we're going to talk about the 5 common mistakes that are done at the time of making investments. Welcome to the Financial Learnings with me, CA Ruchi Maheshwari. We have been talking about investments, money, finance and all the other stuff. But today I'm going to actually talk about some of the common mistakes that people do while investing. The idea of talking about them is that you learn from them and you avoid them so that you do not go through the same pain that others may have gone through. So let's get started. The top 5 common mistakes that I said are the first one being investing late or starting late on your investments. People start earning, but they do not start their savings. They take their earnings to be an amount which they can lavishly spend. And that's why they get delayed in terms of making investments. And as we had said in our earlier program, that if you start late, you get a lesser compounding impact. So you don't multiply your money. And that is what delays you. And definitely it impacts your total amount of savings or investments that you do when you really need them. The second one is not being clear on your financial goals. Yes, the first one actually leads to the second one. So we said people start investing late, and when they actually realize that they should start investing because people have been telling them, oh, you've not been investing, what are you doing? So they start beginning on making some kind of investment. And they just randomly put their money. Okay, let me put like 5,000, 10,000, depending on what they earn, a lakh or whatever, but they don't have a goal in mind. So they don't know what they are saving and why they are saving for. So they don't really have an amount saying that, I need to save for my financial goal of having a house. Or maybe I am saving for maybe my child's future, or maybe a international trip that I want to take my family on, as we've been always talking about. These are the aspects that people miss, and hence their amounts do not match and never able to meet on their financial goals. The third common mistake that people do is they become very conservative while their investments are concerned. So they're more concerned ki what will happen, will I really be able to get my principal back, and therefore they kind of take all such instruments which are very conservative. What happens when you're conservative? That it's like you don't earn a lot. So you get stuck with fixed deposits or funds which really don't give you a higher return. So it is advisable that you need to diversify your investments, not block them into a specific category, right? So diversification is important. Put them across categories where, depending on your risk appetite, you may have some high risk investments which may give you higher return, some balanced investments and some very conservative investments. So end of the day, when you're earning, you will earn across all the categories. The fourth mistake that we've really seen is that people invest based on tips or advices from people. They just go with the flow, or they've been told by somebody, therefore they make an investment in any specific mutual fund, or if they're directly buying shares, they would buy shares based on what somebody's told them. They would not even really make an effort to read about the company or read about the scheme that they are investing in. And that's why also sometimes they are not able to diversify. They actually build up the same kind of portfolio, and they don't really realize that this portfolio is not giving me the return that I need for my own financial goal achievement. So please do not invest based on tips or advices of people. You can take those advices, but please apply your own knowledge and mind to the same too. The fifth common mistake, and that's what generally everybody does, and even people who sell financial instruments always talk about, is past returns. People just look that this, any of the instrument has been giving me a past return of an X number, 7%, 8%, 10%, whatever it is. And that's why they just go and invest within that instrument. But they don't understand that past returns are only indicative pattern. It may not necessarily be that these past returns continue to be your future returns also. And that is why knowledge, evaluation, and understanding where you're investing becomes very, very important. So, again, look at all these 5 mistakes that people do and try and avoid them. I hope you've liked this episode, and you will definitely ensure to be cautious and not repeat the common mistakes that people do. It is always our effort to kind of keep bringing to you such interesting topics and create awareness among you all so that you don't fall and have problems. Keep watching Radio Dwarka, like our program, comment with any questions that you have, or appreciate us if you really like the program. Thank you.